Hey guys, so tomorrow is September 1st. Wow, the time has flown by, and I thank you so much for just staying a part of our journey to legacy, and everything that has happened. It's been a joy to share it with you all. I know many of you are on the edge of your seat and trying to just anticipate the moment, and we're right there with you, anticipating the moment of when everything will just all come together and make some sense. But until then, I just wanted to use this video to just give a update on what I'm taking right now while we are in our, I would like to call this the waiting period. If you've been following our journey, then you would know that we did our testing in May and we found out that my husband has teratospermazole. I'll put it on the screen, which is basically a lower percentage of normal formed sperm. So it's like a mutation type of thing. The amount is good, the motility is good. It's just the morphology that was off. And then I did my HSG. I have a video on that as well. And that is when we found out that I have both tubes blocked. Even though I had an ectopic before, I would have lost a part of my left tube. The right tube is blocked. So they diagnose it as a bilateral blockage. So right now we're thinking that our best bet is to use IVF. And IVF is very expensive. So in the meantime, on while we are, getting our funds up, getting our strategies in place to raise the money to have this done, we are using a host of supplements and maintaining our diet change, maintaining our healthy living, exercise and everything. But I did want to talk about some supplements that I'm on that should help me to either remove the blockage or prepare myself for pregnancy. The first thing, I have to tell the story because it is the Serapeptase. Have you heard of serapeptase? So serapeptase is basically an enzyme that eats away at scar tissue. Back in November, I have a friend who is into wholeness, well-being, and natural living, right? She has a company and she told me that, she had a regimen for me so that, I can balance my hormones and prepare my body for pregnancy. And one of the things on the list was serapeptase, but she did not supply it. So when I got my package with all of the pills and supplements and herbs and teas and everything, the serapeptase was one of the things that I was supposed to get on my own. And I did not. So November, December, January, February, I did the teas. I did everything how she had it outlined on, like, it was like week by week basis. And everything that she wanted me to do and everything she asked me to, put together, have the tea in the morning, have this, have that, I did it. But I did not get this. Why? I don't know. I do not know why I did not just order it. I couldn't find it in any of our stores and pharmacies here in the Bahamas. So I just chucked it up to, well, I probably just don't need it. And after finding out about my blocked tubes, I messaged her and I told her, what the diagnosis was. And she was like, you do know that I had asked you to go on Serapeptase because I suspected that that could have been a reality. I was like, girl, what? Had I had known, had I had known, I really would have pushed to get it. And it wasn't until after the diagnosis that I started to look for alternative methods on how I can unblock my tubes, right? I was even looking at surgery because, they have something called recanalization where they go in surgically and they create that tunnel, like they remove the blockage and they create that tunnel again so that the fallopian tubes can be patent and you can ovulate and get pregnant. So I was looking at that, and then I came across a video right here on YouTube where one of the ladies was talking about Serrapeptase, and I was like, wow, like what more confirmation do you need? One more. So when I released my journey onto TikTok, I was flooded by women who were experiencing the same thing. And I was kind of taken aback because one of the ladies, she reached out to me and she sent me the Serapeptase and she sent me the Chinese teas. And she was like, you could look into it and see if it's something that you want to try, because that's what she's going to be doing, this, that, and the third. And I was like, oh, okay. So uninterested. Okay, sis, like, cool. And I started to look into it. And even with the Serapeptase, a lot of the information that I was coming across was saying that, there's really no studies, no confirmed studies showing that this actually does what people think it does. Like, it does eat away scar tissue, but it does not know, they don't know for sure if it does the same thing within your uterus or your fallopian tubes, like it's more like superficial scars. Like I have a scar right here on my eyebrow, and I realized that this has gotten really, really flat. Even the scar that I had with my ectopic pregnancy, like I have a almost like a C-section scar right at my lower abdomen. And since I've been taking the Serapeptase, that has even become so smooth. It was not a bad cut, they really did me justice when they stitched me back up, but it's so smooth right now that sometimes I can't even tell that my hand is rubbing over it. So I attribute that to the Serapeptase, and that it probably is doing its thing. So I use the high potency Serapeptase. This is the 120,000 SPU, and I got this right off of Amazon. Nothing special at all, right off of Amazon. And it's pretty affordable. I don't think it's not more than $20. It's not more than $20. And this is my first bottle, and I just ordered my second bottle. And the way that I was taking it was, when I first got it, I wasn't too sure. So I was only taking one capsule a day, and I did that for 1 or 2 weeks, and then I added 2 capsules a day, and now I'm on 3 capsules a day. Now I've been seeing some videos of some girls who like they're taking 5 and 6 capsules a day. I don't know if I'm there. I don't know if I'm there, because that's a lot. And the way that the body works is that if the body isn't going to use it, it's only going to flush it out, and it's a waste. So we'll see. I feel like 3 right now could be doing a good work in me. The second thing that I'm on is the organics prenatals. Let me see if y'all can see that. This was a prenatal vitamin that was prescribed, or suggested to me rather, by my gynecologist. After I did all of my testing, she gave me a list of prenatal vitamins that were good. And she explained that some prenatal vitamins are just very synthetic and they don't really carry the amount of nutrients that your body really needs. So when I saw this is also on Amazon. It's Garden of Life Organics Prenatal once a day. So I also use this. And I'm also on my second bottle of this as well. Hair is another goodie, which is the castor oil. Now, this also came in my far better package from my friend that I told you about. She sent me 2 of these, and she sent me the flannel belt that you rub this on your stomach. Castor oil is so good for like removing toxins and for abdominal health, wherever you may have some type of ailment or illness. You rub it over there, you leave it on, and you wash it off, and you just repeat that. And it has such great benefits for the body. Now let's get into these Chinese teas. So these Chinese teas are supposed to help with removing the scar tissue just as the serapeptase, but they work together. They work together because they are facilitating circulation, like blood circulation to the area. So it's making sure that you have all of the nutrients that you need. It's also removing the scar tissue or any blockages. And what's the last thing? It's left me. But if it comes back to me, I'll say it. But these are really, really good. These are used mainly in our Asian communities. And, you know, I mean, I trust the Asians. So, how it works is that you put a teaspoon of each in some hot water, you let it steep, and you drink it. But you're not supposed to drink it on your cycle days or your ovulation days because it does cause contractions. That's the word. It causes abdominal contractions. And so because you're having that, if you are on your cycle and you're having this increased blood flow and you're having the contractions, then you probably may be like bleeding more than usual. So they advise you not to use it on your cycle and not to use it when you're ovulating for the same reason. If you have conceived, you don't want your uterus to be contracting to the point where it dislodges it or causes it not to implant. So I use these after my cycle, right in the window from cycle to ovulation. That's when I use the teas, and it's not that bad. They don't taste horrible. It just tastes like a little bit of like herbal tea bitters or somewhat. And then I'm trying to stay with a low or no inflammatory diet, like staying away from the pasta, the bread, the um, cakes, the sweets, and things like that. So, yeah, that's my journey right now. Maybe my husband will be interested in letting you guys know what he's been taking, and I'll just keep you guys updated. Continue to keep us in your prayer. I will have all the information that you need in the description box below if you feel led or move or want to donate to our IVF cause or even to our little legacy. That will be so appreciated. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next video, bye.